Have you ever stepped into a conversation and felt that no matter how correct your words were, people just didn't take you seriously? Many believe that respect is earned through raising your voice, being aggressive, or trying to impose authority. But the truth is different. Those who truly inspire respect don't need to shout. All it takes is clarity, composure, and firmness in what they say. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. 5 simple, yet unbeatable phrases that convey authority without ever raising your voice. Respect begins with posture, but it's confirmed by words. And when you choose the right words, you turn any confrontation into an opportunity to show maturity and self-control. That's why the first phrase you need to learn is, "I understand your point, but I see it differently." It may sound simple, but the strength of this phrase lies in its balance of respect and independence. You don't dismiss the other person, you don't belittle them, but you also don't submit. You show that you can listen, but that you also have your own perspective. And that changes the entire dynamic. Picture a work meeting where someone proposes an idea you know won't work. Instead of attacking or staying silent, you use this phrase calmly. The effect is immediate. You take a stand without aggression and show that you won't be swayed by group pressure. This reflects a key Stoic principle: separating emotion from judgment. You're not reacting in the heat of the moment. You're choosing your words consciously. The result? Genuine respect, earned not through volume, but through strength of mind. The second phrase that instantly commands respect is, "I don't think that's appropriate." Short, direct, and incredibly powerful. In situations where someone crosses the line, many freeze. Some laugh it off to avoid conflict, others stay quiet to dodge discomfort. But doing that sends the wrong signal, that you accept it. Saying, "I don't think that's appropriate," draws a clear line without needing to escalate. You don't have to over-explain or argue endlessly. The phrase alone closes the matter, showing that you won't bend to behavior that disrespects you or the environment you're in. Picture someone making an offensive joke or a cutting remark. If you just give an awkward smile, you reinforce the behavior. But if you look them in the eye and calmly say, "I don't think that's appropriate," the energy in the room shifts immediately. They realize your boundaries are non-negotiable. From a Stoic perspective, this is self-respect in action. Seneca taught that those who respect themselves naturally earn the respect of others. That's exactly what happens here. You don't need to shout or shame the person. Your composure and firmness say enough. The third phrase is a game changer. "Let's talk when we can do it respectfully." This one carries special power because it doesn't just stop a toxic conversation. It changes the entire dynamic. When someone raises their voice, interrupts, or gets aggressive, the instinct is to match their tone. But that only fuels the fire. What disarms them completely is when you refuse to play the game of hostility and set new rules instead. By saying, "Let's talk when we can do it respectfully," you make it clear that you're not afraid to address the issue, but you also won't stoop to their level. You're establishing a condition. Dialogue only happens with mutual respect. That's not passivity, that's inner strength. In Stoic terms, this is self-mastery. Epictetus reminded us that we can't control others' actions, but we can always control our own response. This phrase is that principle in practice. You're not running away, but you're not handing over your peace either. And the impact is immediate. People who rely on shouting or intimidation expect you to fight back. When you don't, you surprise them. Calm in the middle of chaos is rare, and it commands respect. The fourth phrase is like closing a door firmly yet calmly. "I'd rather not continue this conversation." Sometimes continuing a dialogue is just continuing to waste yourself. There are moments when the other person has no interest in understanding you. They only want to provoke, win out of pride, or dump their frustrations on you. Trying to win that kind of argument is stepping into a minefield with no victory possible. That's when this phrase becomes powerful. By saying, "I'd rather not continue this conversation," you're declaring that your peace is worth more than the last word. That's not running away. It's consciously choosing where to place your energy. The Stoics always taught that a person's value doesn't come from others' words, but from the firmness of their own principles. Marcus Aurelius said that the best revenge is not to resemble those who wrong you. This phrase is a modern translation of that wisdom. You don't need to escalate. You don't need to explain at length. You simply close the matter gracefully, showing that silence and withdrawal can also be power. The last phrase is a blend of respect and firmness. That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. This combines courtesy with independence. You show you've listened, that you respect their perspective, but you also make it clear that your thinking is your own. No apologies, no lengthy debates, just a calm statement of where you stand. Imagine a meeting where someone keeps trying to persuade you of something that clashes with your values. Instead of debating endlessly, you use this phrase. The pressure stops immediately. You're not hostile, but you're immovable. The Stoics valued exactly this balance, the ability to live among others without losing yourself. Seneca warned that dependence on others' approval is one of the cruelest prisons. This phrase unlocks that prison. It affirms your inner freedom. What all of these phrases have in common is simple. They are short, clear, and anchored in posture. Respect is not imposed through shouting, but through clarity. And when you master this art, you discover that true authority doesn't come from the volume of your voice, but from the strength of your soul.